Dear students, we will do a new module, module 40. This is about income from let out house property and this is part 2. Part 1 we have already explained and part 2 also we will be doing 3 problems. So let us go into the details. First problem, rent realizable from the property 27,000 per month. Rental value 27,000 per month. 27,000 per month. That value is 3,24,000. 3,24,000. Now, municipal taxes paid by the owner can be allowed. It is 9,000. Next is property is on leasehold land and the annual lease rent is 30,000. We will not consider this. That rent collection charges 1,000. We will not include that. Property was mortgaged for taking loan for his partnership firm and the amount of loan is 5 lakhs at 10%. This loan also we will not allow because if it's only for the construction, repair, renewal, anything of related to the house property, then only we will allow that. Property was vacant for 2 months and the rent for the month was 27,000 per month. Our question is compute the income from let out house property. So rent receivable, this is 3,24,000. 2 months it was vacant. So less vacancy allowance, 27,000 into 2. That is equal to 54,000. 54,000. So here actual rent received is 2,70,000. 2,70,000. This is the gross annual value because no other information is there. Now less municipal taxes. It is paid by the owner, so we can allow that. 9,000. So the net annual value is 2,61,000. Net annual value 2,61,000. Now less deduction under 34. See, we will allow 30% standard deduction. We will not consider all the claims made by the owner. So 34 less deduction under section 24. Standard deduction 30% of 2,61,000. 2,61,000. And the loan taken we will not allow. So this value is 78,300. So the 1,82,700 is the value of or the income from let out house property. So this is the income from let out house property. So the first problem I have explained. Simple problem. Now the next problem is Next problem rent is 80,000 per month. Municipal taxes paid 18,000. Ground rent 500. We will not consider that. Insurance 800. Interest on loan taken for construction of this house property. We will allow that. It's 1 lakh. Collection charges paid 300. We will not allow. Unrealized rent for earlier years. Condition satisfied. When it's mentioned condition satisfied, we have to allow that. Now, SSC has mortgaged the house for rupees 3,60,000 to meet the expenses of his daughter's marriage. Compute income from house property. The daughter's marriage, we will not allow that loan because it's for personal purpose. Now, if you compute that, rent received is 80,000. Rent is equal to 80,000 into 12. The value is 9,60,000. 9,60,000. Less unrealized rent. Unrealized rent, I have explained, it is different from vacancy allowance. Vacancy is they have not received any tenant for that house property. Unrealized rent meaning tenant was there but he has not paid rent due to some reason. If it's mentioned conditions allowed, then you can allow that. So gross annual value is equal to 7,60,000. 7,60,000. Now less municipal taxes. 18,000. 18,000. So here when you reduce this, you will get 7,42,000. 7,42,000. Now from here, less deductions under section 24. Here two deductions are there. Less deductions under section 24. Two deductions. One is 30% standard deduction into 7,42,000. That is equal to, that value is 2,22,600. 2,22,600 plus interest on loan taken for construction of house property. So 3,22,600. When you reduce this, you will get the 3,19,000, 4,19,400. 4,19,400. This is the income from let out house property. This is the value. Now we will do the last problem. Last problem. It has got certain adjustments. So the problem is, Mr. R has given the following details about the property he has let out. Compute his income from house property. Gross rental income for the year after deducting the following items: 1 lakh. Depreciation 24,500. Lift maintenance charges 7,500. Municipal taxes, that is 10% of municipal value 1,50,000, that is 15,000. Vacancy 10,000. Repairs 18,000. Salary to security staff 1,000. Bank commission 500. Legal expenses to collect rent 8,000. Salary of gardener 1,200. So first thing you have to remember, whatever the items deducted by the owner, we have to add back to get the real income. So first thing what we will do, income computed by the assessee. He has computed 1 lakh. He has computed 1 lakh. Now we have to add back the items. Depreciation 7,000. Depreciation value 24,500. 24,500. Next is lift maintenance charges 7,500. 7,500. Next is municipal taxes 15,000. 15,000. Next is vacancy 10,000. 10,000. Repairs value is 18,000. 18,000. Next is salary to security staff 1,000. 1,000. Next is bank commission 500. Next is legal expenses for recovering the rent 8,000. 8,000. Next is salary of gardener 1,200. These items we have to add back, then we will get the actual rent, that is 1,85,700. Now your computation should be based on this. So 1,85,700. Now we have to calculate the rent received from this property. So actual rent is 1,85,700. 1,85,700. Now next is municipal value is given 1,50,000. So whichever the cost of the facilities, whatever we can reduce common expenses. So that is lift maintenance charges less lift maintenance charges 7,500. Now salary to security staff 1,000 and salary of the gardener 1,200. These values we can reduce. This is for the maintenance of the property. So 9,700 you will reduce. So you will get 1,76,000. Now 1,76,000 or municipal rental value 1,50,000, whichever is higher we will take. So 1,76,000 is the actual rent, real rental value is 1,76,000. Now less loss due to vacancy. Vacancy value 10,000. 10,000 we have to reduce. So it is 1,66,000. 1,66,000. Now annual value 1,66,000. Now we have to reduce less municipal taxes. Municipal taxes 15,000. 15,000. So here it is 1,51,000. Now we have to reduce the standard deduction. Always remember, standard deduction will not be mentioned in the question. You have to remember let out house property. Whether the assessee has claimed any expenses or not, we have to reduce. 1,51,000. The value is 45,300. 45,300. So the income from house property 1,05,700. So this is the income from let out house property. So these three problems I wanted to explain in this module. Happy learning. Thank you.